audio's down, isn't it? It's quiet. Hi! Let me just place you in front of my face. Hi, Hoshi! How you doing? How you doing? Hello! Hi, Mystery Pup! Hello! We got the two cuties here. We got the two cuties. We got the pupper and we got the hamster. The hamper. Hamster! Yeah, you guys gonna work on things? We're gonna work on things today. I have a cat throwing themselves against the door. That's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm going on. I just woke up, so it's my morning. And after this I'm gonna take a nap. It's my morning time. How about you? What are you guys up to today? How you been? I'm gonna sip some of my coffee. It is my morning time, but I also have such a messed up schedule that like later I do have like got myself a little cider to drink if I feel like I want to drink it whilst I'm working. time is it for me? It is 7:03 p.m. I live in the nighttime. I sleep at night. I'm normally not. Well, okay. Sorry. No, I said that all kinds of wrong. I live in the nighttime and I sleep during the day. There we go. I live during the nighttime and I sleep during the day. Cassie man. It's like Batman. Yeah, except I had to be awake. Okay, so today I had some stuff I had to do that I can't talk about too much. I had some stuff I had to do today, so I had to stay awake later than when I would normally. So I had to stay awake into the daytime. I had to stay awake when the sun was out. I was like, it's bright. It's so bright. I was like, it's so bright. I'm turning this up some more. I hope you get enough rest. Don't push yourself too hard. No, I'm fine. I'm making sure. Don't worry. I'm making sure that I get enough sleep. Yeah, I'm making myself go to sleep at certain times. But today and tomorrow are gonna be they're longer days for me. I may or may not stream tomorrow. It's not on my schedule because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be having a meeting. I'm not having the meeting tomorrow, so I might stream. But that's if I wake up. That's if I wake up. If I wake up in time. Yeah. I might not though. There's no guarantee. I can't cheek puff with this model. I can't stick my cheek out. I keep doing the cheek puff, but I can't cheek puff. I'm doing it, but I can't. I don't have that option. I can be sad. That's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same as thinking. Sorry, my chair is really squeaky. Okay, so what I'm gonna work on today, potentially a few different things depending on my mood. But I'm gonna be working on. There's this new story I dreamed of last night. I was like, what am I gonna where am I gonna what am I gonna work on with writing? I was trying to think really hard because I have options. It's just, do I want to share all of those options yet? Am I ready for that? I don't know. So I am working on a new story today, but I'm working on just like the outline and the characters, or rough draft and that stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. Yeah. I'm gonna do that for a little while. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah. Other than that, it's just gonna be chill. We're just gonna be like working on things. And then I'll chat with you as we talk. Yeah. Or as I get like frustrated about something. Or I get curious about something. Because I'll go on a tangent of Googling everything. Okay. Okay. We need music. Okay. Typically when I'm writing, I don't listen to music, but for this, I will listen to music. I just gotta find a media source that's working. I don't think any of my media sources are working. What about you? No? No, none of them are working. Wow. What do you know? All of the media sources aren't working today. Oh, hi Ryan, how you doing? Please let me out. No. Hey, the story that I'm working on today does have a creepy basement, right? It does have a creepy basement. It does. Oh. It does have a creepy basement. Hold on a second. I gotta let my cat in. playing D&D. You haven't caught the stream in a while. Hi, Byron. Hi. Sorry, I don't have any music going. Hold on. I'm trying to fix that. I'm just all over the place a little bit. Let me see here. We can do this media source. Sure. Let me go here. Advanced just properties. Properties. This was Game Boy, but Game Boy isn't. Oh, it's not such a loop. Will it play? No? Okay. I think I know what's happening too. Is my computer's all weird about like the OneDrive thing. So then it likes to pretend that none of this stuff is on my computer anymore. And then I have to go through and turn it back on like every single time I turn on my computer. And it's sad. Okay, let's see here. There is a specific thing I downloaded. It should be. Well, now I'm questioning things. Oh gosh. Okay, let's go to music. Where's Game Boy at? We can use Game Boy. Okay. You guys can hear it, but I can't. Let's go to properties. No. Advanced properties. Hold on. I don't have to change this stuff very often. Typically, I've already got this done. Where are you, number 5? I want to be able to monitor you. Monitor and output. Thank you. As I'm just doing planning stuff, I don't need like no music. Typically, I'm against the music. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear that? Let me check. I'm doing a checky check. It's gonna be a little bit weird in a second. I almost went to YouTube. I'm not on YouTube anymore. I'm not on YouTube anymore. Is the music playing in the background? Oh, wait. Yeah! Yeah, it is. We're good. Music's going! Hi, Logi! Music is going. Let's see. I need to make myself smaller. Me. You guys all show up when I'm being like the most... the most messy. You guys all show up when I'm being the most messy. Hi. So I've got these different docs. You guys can't see them actually. You can't see the tabs that I have. But, okay. That made it even harder for you to see. So, this one's character outlines. This one's a main doc. This one's the one we're gonna mess with last because it's the most complicated. No, put me down! My meat up. Off I go! Into the void! It's the claw! The claw! I need you. The claw! Okay. So this is the main doc. Okay. We won't be messing with that one for a little bit, probably. We might not mess with that one the whole stream, honestly. We might be more in the rough draft doc, which is this one. I might even just put in a title that says rough draft. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. I'm not good at typing. I've never claimed to be good at typing. I've never claimed to be good at spelling or grammar either. Just a heads up. I'm terrible at all of that. Character outlines. This is another story I was working on. I want this kind of formatting, so I'm gonna use this to help me. Like a guide. I like the way this is set up, right? There's a character like, okay, let me see here. Let me give you an example. Like they're talking, right? this person's talking, and then it gives like the descriptions along with this, and it stays together grouped, you know, for it to make sense. Oh, I don't know if that makes sense though, explaining it that way. Oh wait, have I showed you guys that I've... Wait, I haven't showed you guys. Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to do it now because pressure is on, but hold on. Hold on for a second, okay? Okay. Pressure is on, so I might not be able to show you that I have improved, but... So, my fastest... my fastest used to be, I think 20 was like my absolute fastest. I don't know if I'm gonna do much better though, because I'm actually nervous right now, so. But I have, since I've been writing a lot, I have improved. I don't know if I'll be able to prove that to you, but okay. So. Oh wait, hold on. No! It went away. Hold on. I didn't start it. I had the wrong thing selected. Okay. False start. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to show you this one. No. Okay. I can do better than that. But yeah, I'm averaging. What I was averaging was like whenever I was last working on it, which has been a bit, but about 35 was my average. From 15, wait. From 15 at the start to 20 when I really was pushing it back then to 35 is an average for me now. Look at me! I gotten better at typing. I'm gonna do one more. See if I can get closer. Oh wait, no, this is a repeated one. We don't need a repeated one here. Give me a different one. Okay. My finger's like in a decent position. I still don't type correctly though. Nah. That's not perfect, but... Nah. Look at that. I'm almost a normal average. I'm pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that improvement. Okay. So we're gonna start with this outline thing first. That's what we're gonna work on first. I don't like how this is massive and then it's just like really tiny font. My eyes don't like font that small. Make the screen bigger. Okay. So this is from a dream. So this is, again, this outline's also going to be like a rough drafty kind of thing. Okay? Basic idea for a story. But I was like, ooh, my turn to play around with that theme. So, basically, how to explain? I gotta think. The music isn't helping me. I could do what I actually do when I'm working, and I could just turn on white noise. Put it up on really high. Oh, whoa, I almost typed it up there. No. Should I work on characters first instead of the outline? Well, I should have a general idea. You know, I do have a general idea. I'm just trying to think about what. Because right now it's very small. It's closed in. I'm like, small. You guys are gonna hate how I write my rough draft stuff. I'm excited for names though. Oh, I love naming people, but I also hate it at the same time. Is in one of my other stories, I have like 20 plus characters, and I just need to stop. I need to stop. I'm getting so close to the end of it though. I'm getting so close to the end of the story though. Okay? Like the rough draft. But I just can't stop. Cause I'm like, well, this story, I feel like, you know, just needs a little bit of conflict. And then I create a character, right? And they're supposed to be a bad guy, and every single time I turn them into someone who's just misunderstood. And I need to stop. Because my brain's like, oh, they're evil, but like, they have reasons. But yeah, every bad guy has their own reasons. But then I feel bad for them. I can't stop. I have a problem. I feel bad for the bad guys, so I can't make my bad guys be bad. You know? I can't make them stay bad. Wait, I guess, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up some other docs and stuff and talk about things. Whilst I think about this, because I don't know how I'm gonna word that. And this one. And then... Hold on. I have to black out the screen for a reason, I'm sorry. I feel bad for the bad guys? Yeah, I do. It's a problem that I have. Okay. I think that's all I need. I think I just need this cast doc. Okay. I know this is tiny. Hold on. I'll make it so you guys can see this. Okay, so this was a cast doc, and it has like this is what a cast doc for me usually looks like. Ta-da! But this is my first. Okay. If I'm being completely honest, though, this is like my first like cast doc, and the first time I actually organized things. It's because I built an entire world with this story, and I ended up having a lot of problems because I didn't organize it properly originally. So I made this, and then I realized, wait, this is smart. I made this and realized, wait, this is smart. This is a smart move, actually. Making cast docs is smart. And outlines is smart, because there's an outline for the other one too. But that I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, there's an outline for this story, and then the new one, there's gonna be an outline. Okay, so out of like 20 characters, let me see. Okay, this one stayed bad. This one stayed bad. This one, she stayed bad. No, he's not gonna be staying bad, which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna let him fall through the cracks. I'm sorry, I can't. I must save him. Where's the black market crew at? Okay. These people? Oh, wait, he's here. Ah, he doesn't stay bad. You see this one here? Does not stay bad. Becomes a good boy. So she stays bad. Okay, there's a running theme. There's a running theme I'm picking up here. Yeah. Why am I making all like the female characters bad? I'm making all the female characters be like, not all of them, but like, I tend to make them the characters that are bad and stay bad. I guess I feel bad for Min. I have a problem. I feel bad for Min. You know, I feel bad for Min apparently more than the ladies. Although Emily, like, there's just no reason to try to redeem her. You could technically claim that you could say that my best boy of this whole story, this one was a bad guy too, kind of. You could technically claim that. I refuse though. I'll fight you. He's just mean. Yeah, even put his in a villain. He's just mean. I like him though. He means well, you know? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's a... Oh, okay. No. How do I spell that then? But I'm not supposed to be working on this one right now, do I? Oh yeah, I have to add another character on here, don't I? Yeah, I do. Should I do that now? You'd have to go down here with, like, Blair. Blair was also, like, a... Nah, Blair... Okay, here's the thing with Blair. He was never actually bad. He was just, well, he's, like, he's just a... He's just a symbol. Shh. Be upset about that. No, it's not. Is it correcting this? It's not the East Agency. It's just that's their name. It's East Agent. So I would probably put this character here. Hold on. I need to add a character to this doc real quick now I'm thinking about it. This is why it's working. This is why it's a working stream. I could work on some other ones too, actually. We could work on anything. That's the fun part. We can work on any of this. Any of them. I have so many in my backlog and I'm like trying to create another one. Maybe I shouldn't create another one. No. I want to get the thoughts of my dream put down first. Okay, I want to at least do that. Okay. So it's gonna be in bold. So this character has like 2 names. I'll just put like a slash, I guess. There we go. And then is there still bold there? The font's not the same size, what the heck? 11? 12? And we're gonna space this all out. This side character. Okay. How do I structure these? Okay, so here's the thing with this character. His like DNA and stuff's all kinds of messed up. He's like a mix of the 2 different I guess there's like 3 different species in my story, I guess. You could call them species. Should I call them species? Hi Solace, how you doing? He's kind of like he's like a mix of both in a way. I guess he's more so regular. Oh, let me see if I read that like that. No, I didn't. I just put ability user for these. Oh, why did I put this in bold like this? If the other one. I mumble a lot when I'm doing things. This is why this is alright, I think. Yeah. Okay. You? Tired? I'm tired? I just mumble. I mumble a lot when I'm thinking. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm drinking coffee. I got worried someone was gonna yell for me. Get scared. What about you? Oh, you're tired. Oh! Oh, you're tired? I can do a face. I can do a sad face. Okay, go. You should get some sleep. You should get some sleep. Make sure you eat. You should eat. You should eat. Get some sleep. I can mix. Okay, so I can do like really sad, like but then I can like mix these 2 for like a heartfelt moment, you know, like a oh. You're doing homework? Oh, homework. I haven't had homework in a while. I did apply to college, so I'm probably gonna have homework. I'm not really ready for that. I'm not ready for college. I haven't been to school in like 9 years, I think. was when I was in school last. That was just I never went to college. I never even went. I skipped. I said, I'm working. I was already working. I was already as soon as I got out of high school, my job switched to full-time because I was already working. So I stayed working there until I was able to transfer, and then I transferred all the way across the country. To the other side of the country. Far away from everyone. I moved away. Told them all I was going to. It was so weird too. I told everyone that I was gonna move. Like my whole life, I was like, I hate it here, I'm moving. And then, right? I get old enough, right? And I move, and everybody's like, oh, you're moving? Oh, you're leaving? Yeah. Yeah, I've been telling you for years I'm gonna leave. Why are you acting shocked now? I've been saying this for years. I actually planned to leave sooner. But they all were like, whoa! I can't believe that! That's so crazy! Okay, so for this character, I would say they're more so an ability user right now. But they can lean either way between the two. Because which gets into okay. So explaining that, I have to explain other things. I'm wondering if up here is gonna help me explain it better. Hold on. Okay, so for I don't put any of this in the character thingy for him. I probably just didn't want people that would, like, if they read the character thing, to figure things out too soon. Well, this character is a result of that. Oh yeah, I had to add another agency as well. Do I have Facility 9 written down here? I don't have Facility 9 written on here? I gotta write Facility 9 as well. Okay. I'm slightly excited because I'm doing some stuff of this story. Alright. I like this one a lot, okay? What can I say? I've had so much fun with this one. What am I doing? This is a character sheet. This is a character sheet. I'm updating it real quick because I wanted... Okay, so I'm gonna work on a new story, but I wanted a good reference point character sheet, you know? And this is like my nice character sheet to reference whilst I'm making the new one for the new story. But then I realized I need to update this one. You see, I've got a lot of things on my to-do list. Okay, so there's this, which is like this is like a branch. It's not technically an agency, I guess. It's more like would it be like a faction? I'm not smart enough. I'm not smart enough to know these things. And then we have Central, which is an agency. Oop. They're like lesser known though in my story because they're kind of new, and they usually, for the most part, they have stayed out of things. But with this character up here, it ties them in with a lot of stuff. For the most part throughout the story, they've kind of stayed out of things. They've been there, but they've been like, we aren't getting in the way. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us at all. Yeah. I can read some of those words. You can? Yeah. That's okay. I made it bigger so that way you guys could. But if I think this is too big for my brain. Like, this is too big for my brain to handle. Maybe like, it's probably good for you guys, but terrible for me. We can do a middle ground. It's okay if you guys can read this. It's just like, I'm not great at writing, so I'm just gonna have to. That's a lot of good burger. A lot of good burger. Oh, that's a lot off good. Wait. A lot off of Good Burger? Are you talking about the movie? Are you talking about that movie? Hold on. I'm trying to understand. My brain isn't functional. Oh. I see. I haven't seen that in a long time. Okay, hold on, let me see if this Ascension thing explains it before I even start typing about Facility 9. Okay, so hold on, let me highlight these. That works for now. I'm just highlighting. F. Okay. What do I want to work on first? I should probably fill in the... Okay, I was gonna read this actually. Hold on. Huh? It talks about it, but it doesn't quite. Hello! Oh, thank you for that, Pat! Thank you, thank you. I have to do that manually, I think. Hold on. Got manually with this model. I should set up my old model for this stuff too. Eventually. Since I've been using this one more. I just been in the mood for the hoodie. It's winter. When spring roll around, maybe the other Cassie will come back out. Yeah. Right now it's winter. I need something warm. My shorts and my my jacket around my shoulders isn't quite warm enough, you know. Hi, Danny. Hello. I went on a tangent and now I'm back here at this story. But I'm back here at this story because I realized I didn't update certain things, and also I'm using this cast sheet to help me with the other story that I'm going to be working on. As like a template almost. You were cooking? Hope I didn't miss too much. No, you're fine, don't worry. How do I... Okay. Trying to think about how to word this. I'm not that good with the wordies, am I? What's up, Cass? What are you up to? Hi, hello. I'm working on some stuff. I gotta fill in this. I gotta fill in these things that I've got here, and then I can move on to some other stuff. Yeah. So writing stuff. Yeah. What? What? Yeah. Oh, I showed you guys my typing. You guys missed it. I had a typing of 34. Hold on. Well, I don't want that. I don't want an ad. If I close this, will it close normally? I'm scared to click close. 34. Look at that. Look at that. I've gotten better. gotten so much better. 34. You guys see my like little you can't. This was just so I could quickly highlight it. Okay, focus. Explain facility 9. Oh, we don't need bold anymore. What would the for italics? It's Shift I think. No, Control I. Okay. So then for bold, would it be Control B? It is. Oh, look at me learn. I'm learning. Yes, I am. I had words, and now I've lost them. Darn it. Yeah, Control I is for my italic, you know, the sideways typing. And then I learned that if you can use Control B to make everything bold and unbold it, which is very helpful. It's very helpful for me. Where did my words go? Stretch. Okay. Could raise my desk. Go back to bed, nerd? No! I just woke up. I'm not going back to bed, I just woke up. Can I safely raise my desk? Hold up. I gotta move you. Now the desk can come up. I'm trying to decide what would be most comfy though. I wonder if I could no, the cable's not long enough. I was gonna move the microphone to the other side so I'm not like sitting awkwardly. I'm sitting kind of like back when I took piano lessons, my teacher would be upset with me. I'm not really building the bridges with my fingies. I'm like flat bridge. I remember my teacher was like, you gotta build the bridge, you know, with your fingers when you're playing piano, or else what happens is if you bend your finger, right, the people walking on the bridge, they're all gonna fall off and die. They're all gonna fall off and die. Be back later, you better still be on. I probably will. Piano class was about the same for me. But I did just good enough to pass. She was a great teacher. Yeah. I have like a lot of basic piano knowledge. Not a lot, but I said a lot, but you know. Basic piano. Basic. Also, I was playing, you were playing Fortnite? What are we working on? You play Fortnite? Oh, I heard that, they put like Miku in there or something. And they put Kizuna Ai in there too. Or well, they were going to. And then some people like threw a fit because they didn't know who she was. I'm like, how do you not know? How do you not know who they are? Where are you living under a rock? It's like even before I like learned about VTubing stuff, I knew about them. Because it's 2026. Yeah, I guess everybody's like when she first came out, I guess everybody was some people weren't even born yet. We're old. We're all old. We're old people. That's not right to type at all, but this is a giraffe-ish kind of pass, so... You know, I don't really think it matters when it's a draft. 10-year anniversary very soon, by the way. Oh. 10 years. It's a long time. A long time. I wonder... Hold on. I'm gonna check to see how old I am YouTube-wise now. I check every now and then. How old am I? View my channel. Go to more. I am... I'm trying to do the math. Give me a minute. Oh. I'm about 14. I'm 14 years old. Not really, Twitch. No, Twitch. I'm 27. Oh, I don't think I updated my Twitch yet either. My about. Hold on. I think my about still says I'm like 26 or something. Have I fixed that? Have I changed that? My channel, I think. And then I go to my about me. Yeah, I haven't changed that yet. Yeah, I turned 27. I will soon catch up in a couple of months. You're gonna catch up to me. Favorite food, pizza. Favorite color is still yellow. It stays that way. I like that color. I've always liked that color. Coffee. I still really like coffee, even though I drink a lot less of it now. I still drink a lot, but a lot less. Goals? I guess, yeah, I still want merch. I'm still collaborating with people. I could probably take this one down because I do collaborate often already. Enhance production quality. Well, that's like a given. I'm almost always wanting to fix that. Follow through with my ideas and more second guessing. I guess, yeah, that one's still good. Improve my singing and art skills. I've been working on those. I think those are getting better. Get better at reading out loud. I think I'm getting better at reading out loud. Because that last stream, I managed to read most of that pretty well, I think. Pretty averagely, you could say. Create more YouTube content. This one is like my worst one here. Is creating more YouTube content. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, you could say I'm doing great at creating YouTube content. My username has been around for a long time. Ah, mine too. Mine too. But I had to go through and try to wipe it off the face of the earth. I had to go through and try to wipe it off the face of the earth. I can't tell you what I renamed a lot of things to, but it's just some stupid stuff. It's just some stupid stuff. I gave different things different names. Let me know your history. YouTube? My history on YouTube? You mean like my watch history or just like my history? You mean? Exactly. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you want my history, Riot. I don't know if you want my history. You want to know something about Cassie? You want to know something about Cassie? You want to know a little secret? A little secret here. Yeah? Cassie used to be on Quotev or Quote V. And I also used to be on Google Plus. And I was a Google Plus person. I hung out with my friends on Google Plus. I remember Google Plus. I didn't think I'd ever hear that from someone. I had like a whole group of people that I hung out with on a daily on Google Plus. That was I was before I really started doing YouTube stuff too. Like I had my channel, but I wasn't posting really yet. But yeah, no, I hung out with a lot of people on Google Plus. So that was like 2014, 2015. 2014, maybe early 2015 era. And then the quote V is like oh gosh. It was like 2011, 2012. I needed a username for that account, right? And my friend was like, I got one. Casitarius. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And then that's where that came from. We put my sign together. I can't explain it fully on how the name came about, but we put my sign together. Cassie be a Sagittarius. I'm a mix though. I'm like right on the. Well, I guess it's not exactly the same anymore, is it? I was on like the cusp or whatever. So I used to be like a mix between Sagittarius and Capricorn, but I heard that those things have changed. I used to care a lot about this stuff. My name, I think, was made in 2010 when I joined my brother's clan for MW2. Oh. MW2. Is that like a wrestling game? MW2. It makes me think of like a wrestling game. I'm sorry. Modern Warfare. Oh. Oops. Well, I thought it was a wrestling game. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. I thought I touched some of those games. Me? Modern Warfare? I don't think so. I don't think Modern Warfare. No. I played So Ocarina of Time. Played. Mostly watched my brothers play. I did play it though. Banjo-Kazooie. Is it Banjo-Kazooie or is it Banjo-Kazooie? Like Banjo and Kazooie or Banjo-Kazooie? Because like I know that those are the both of their names, but I just don't remember if it was like mixed together or not. Not Tui. Kazooie. Gran Turismo. Lots of Gran Turismo. Midnight Club, but just for driving around. Need for Speed. Tiny bit of Twisted Metal. Not really very much. And then there was like a game that my brothers used to play. It was like Destroyer of the Worlds or something. And it was like the characters were like named, I think like Darts and Larvits is what I remember them being called. But and then there was a girl character with a bow. It was two guys. One guy was blue, one guy was red, and then there was a girl with a bow. And I remember they used to play that a lot on like PlayStation 1. I don't remember what the game was called. They used to play it all the time on PlayStation 1. I remember that. Oh, we also used to play the South Park game on the Nintendo 64. We used to have that game. I think our grandma ended up hiding it from us. She got tired of us using the drill. Because there was like a scene where you can... where there's like a drill. You guys butt out or something. We thought it was so funny. We were kids, so... Probably shouldn't have been seeing that, but we were seeing it. The Rugrats Nintendo 64 game we used to play too. We had that, and then we had Star Wars Racing on the N64. We played a lot on the N64 because that was like a consistent system that we had. My brother had a PlayStation 1. He had a PlayStation 2, but it broke down a lot. And then he got a PlayStation 3 when that came out, but that was like less... He was less around at the time, so I didn't get to see that one very often. Chef's Love Shack? Chef's Love Shack? What? No, what? I'm trying to think here. And then... my brain isn't working now. My brain isn't working now. Oh yeah, okay. I still have our N64. That's mine. I have it. It's with me. It's in my possession. I keep it safe. I keep it secure. I keep it locked down. Does it ever work? Can I have it? No. You cannot have it. It does work. It does work. I think some of the controllers are dead though. Just because when they sat for a while I think they just stopped working. But the joysticks are all worn down from us kids playing with them and stuff, so it's just special. I'll keep it. I have the green one, and I have all 4 controllers that go with it, and then I have an extra controller that is a purple one. The purple one is in the best shape. What was it? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, for a little bit, we had a GameCube, actually. We had a GameCube. We would sometimes play Need for Speed on the GameCube, because we had that version as well. And we played Super Mario Sunshine, because that's like a GameCube classic. Trying to remember everything. And then once I got a little older, I switched to computer stuff. And then I had every game I ever wanted. I'd be on my like laptop. I think my first laptop was yeah, I think my very first laptop was an Acer. I had an Acer. And it was cool until I turned it off one day and it never turned back on again. Then I became scared of shutting things off. Oh wait, I had an Xbox too. I'll tell you, my brother got all sneaky with me over the Xbox though, because he wanted a laptop from my uncle, right? So he took my Xbox, right? And he took everything out of it, out of the case, and then left the case there. And I was like trying to turn it on. I was like, why doesn't this work anymore? Like, what happened to it? And I kept asking my brother to fix it and stuff. He's like, I don't know why it's not working and everything. Eventually, I learned that because like I took it to my uncle to fix it. So I was like, Uncle, can you fix my Xbox? And he opened it up. He was like, there's like nothing. There's nothing in here. Where's it? You know, where's like the Xbox? And then my uncle put it together and he was like, oh, your brother traded that laptop for your Xbox. I was like, oh, like, can I have my Xbox back? And he was like, I have to get my laptop back. And my brother refused to trade back, so I never got my Xbox back. I never did. I never got it returned to me. But in my household, you know, games weren't really for girls, so my parents didn't really care that I didn't have a game system. It wasn't really for me anyways, so and I think, yeah, then I moved on to a laptop. And I started, like, I would go to my uncle's and get games. He would get games for me and put them on them. Yeah, and I had like Acer until I turned it off and it never turned back on. And I was paranoid. I was paranoid after the Xbox situation. I was like, I swear if you did something to my laptop, I will never forgive you. And I think the laptop died though because I refused to shut it off. Because I was scared. So I would let it go in sleep mode, but I would never let it power down. I was scared that it wasn't gonna turn back on if I turned it off. I was scared. You know. So I kept it on for I don't know how long, and then finally it shut off, and then it never turned back on again. So it came true. It came true. And then Cassie's second laptop, right? Got a nice one. It was like a Sony Vaio at the time. It had 500 gigs. It was like a white laptop, you know? Those were rare. It had like a really cool like design on the casing of it. I really like this laptop. Put it in layaway at Walmart. Paid it off slowly over a long period of time. Got my laptop, right? Was messing with it. Set it down beside the chair. you know, in the living room, had a cup sitting there. Dog ran through, knocked the cup over, and dumped all over my laptop. I was back in the middle of nowhere, living just on the land, essentially. And I was without a laptop again. I was like, oh well, I'm back to dragging a blanket out in the middle of the orchard and just laying there staring at the sun all day, I guess. Mama Cat was like, you shouldn't have put your laptop there. You shouldn't have put the drink on the side of the chair. I was a kid, man. I was a kid, man. I just got it. I hadn't even had it a week. I hadn't even had it a week. I was so sad. Then Christmas came around. Christmas came around, right? And my brother got a laptop for Christmas. And then he gave me his old one, I think. And then he quickly decided that he would rather keep his old one and give me his new one. So we swapped. And that's like my first time when I first played Minecraft ever. Because he had Minecraft on there. And I was like, whoa, wow, what's this? How do we do this? And that's also, that laptop is the one where, actually, yeah. Okay, so that laptop, it lasts for years for me, actually. Because I protect it. I protect it. It's where I played Pets Horse 2 for the first time. Played it on that laptop. It's where I played Minecraft for the first time. Just a little bit. And then years later is where I started doing like all of my editing and stuff for my channel for YouTube. When I started doing like fan dubs and comic dubs, was that laptop. And then the battery went out on it. Like, I don't know how many years later, but it was many years later. I had that laptop for a long time. I used that laptop. Then the battery went out on it. And I was so sad. And I just started plugging it in. Because if the battery's dead, it doesn't work anymore, you can still plug in the cable. And as long as you keep it plugged in, you can still use it. But it started overheating. So I ended up wiping it. I ended up like, backing everything up, wiping it, and then selling it to one of my coworkers. And they took it and they said they were gonna use it as a just as like a movie laptop. So it was gonna store movies that they can like hook up with HDMI to their TV, so they don't really need it to not be plugged in. Yeah. So off it went. It went on an adventure. I tried to play League on that laptop, actually. It didn't work. I couldn't run it. It couldn't run League. It couldn't run League at all. It tried. It did try. There was an attempt. It couldn't do it. Yeah, the time that person that I was with, they were like, you need to play League! Download League! And I was like, okay, alright, well, how aggressive is it on a computer? Not at all! It's not an issue at all. It doesn't take anything to run League. So I was like, okay. And I was trying to download and set it up. I was like, they were like, is it ready yet? I'm like, well, it says it's gonna take a couple of days. I was like, it's gonna take a couple of days. Do I play League, you a stinky? No, I don't play it anymore. I was forced to play. I was forced to play. I'm traumatized. I was forced to play back when you had to call your lane and people would get angry at you if you went in the wrong lane. If you called the wrong one. People got real mad. Was a sign? Yeah. I don't play it anymore. I don't know. I was really bad at it too. But I played Poppy. Poppy was my girl. Was my champion. Yeah. I wanted so bad at the time. I wanted to play Zoe because she was so cute, but she's way too hard. Way too hard, too complicated. I was best just sticking with Poppy. But I really wanted to because she was so cute and I had her. I was like, I just want to play Zoe. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was kind of forced to play it. And so I was like, during my free time, you know, I was trying my best to get better. So I would go and I'd play with other newbies, at what I believed to be newbies at the time. And I think they actually were, because they were all really nice. They weren't mean yet. They weren't mean yet, and it was nice. I'm like, I'm so sorry that I'm so bad at this. And they're like, it's okay, you're learning. You're doing good. You got this. Try this. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. My experience with that was, I'm trying to think about how I'm going to explain Central. Because Central has the least amount of information. I don't have that much information on it yet because it's actually a newer... It's not new, but they're quiet. They don't really cause a lot of trouble in my story. I guess we could start with the fact that it's... I'm stupid. Don't mind my horrible typing and spelling right now. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. Okay. So what games are you good at? Comfy, cozy games where you don't have to think. Yeah? Yeah. Comfy, cozy games where you don't have to think. If there's strategy or thought involved, you don't want me. Yeah. That's where I belong. So Stardew? Yeah. Although, I do get bored, like, after you get married, I get bored in Stardew. Because I'm like, okay, well, what do I do now? And they're like, well, you could just, like, you know, repair the, community center. And I'm like, oh, that's boring. And then in winter time, I'm like, what do I do? It's all snow. It's all snow. What do I do? I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. I'm gonna leave you on this page because it's fine. But I gotta go potty. I'm doing a little pee dance. And don't get married. But I get interested in what Shane... I want to know if there's anything else to Shane's backstory that I don't already know. And Sebastian do be cool. And honestly, I am kind of interested, if I ever do another one, I am kind of interested in the doctor guy. Especially with my pasted in, like, I guess technically it was supposed to be mods, but I just pasted it into the character files. I changed the art that way instead of through a mod, so everyone could play with me and I could just have nice character model art. Okay, I'll be back. Nah, 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 nah. I've returned. I've returned. I've returned. I've returned. I've returned. I've returned. Okay. All right. All right. So this one. It is a, you know, it's already listed above it, but that's just what it is. I am not spelling things right. Oh god, okay. Yes, that's what it is. Basically, that's what it is. And then Central, building your first agency. Huh? Oh! Yeah, I was just staring at you guys. I took a peek whilst I was in the bathroom. Yeah, and I was just sitting here like. Whilst I was away. Whee! You're dancing. You're dancing. What? What? What am I eating? I was drinking. I have a soda. This? That? Or was it my tapping? I do have like a plate here. I'm not really eating though. This has just been here for a little bit. Just a small little thingy. I had a grilled cheese earlier. I like grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is good. I like it. Tasty. Tasty schmasty grilled cheese. Tasty schmasty. Tasty. My mouth was moving. My mouth is sometimes moving at weird times, I'm not gonna lie. It's because I don't have proper lighting. But also too, when I take a drink sometimes it messes up. You see. I have drinky drinks. I have a drinky drink. A drinky drink. But I probably shouldn't do that once. Probably shouldn't have that. If I have one's okay. Next I'm writing, I guess. I've never done this before. Wait, what would happen? What happens to my writing if I do? We're still being productive. We're still being productive. I swear we are. We're still being productive. Yeah. Okay. We're definitely still being productive here. Okay. So... can only drink soda with sweet cream? With sweet cream? Sweet cream soda? I've heard of like ice cream floats. Is that kind of what it is? Is it like whipping cream with sweet sugary whipping cream? Like heavy whipping cream? Add to soda? I never heard of this. I never heard of this. Let's see. Let me look at how I did the rest of these. They're a little bit all over the place. Let me use Quinn's. Quinn's needs to be updated actually. You know, I mean, this is almost the same for this character. Kind of. Except for this, like, he's not a good guy right now. He's not a good. I say it right now because I know I can't help myself sometimes. He's not a good guy right now. At this point in the story, though, too, This character, he wasn't a good guy either. When I read this, he wasn't necessarily bad, but he also like wasn't. He wasn't the best person when I read this originally. Look up Konobai. Kwambi cream. Kwambi cream. Okay, hold on. Cream? Wait, hold on. Let me go back. You said cream? Sweet cream. Okay. I didn't copy all that. Sweet cream. Oh, wait. I've heard of these. Well, not heard of these. I've seen these. Yeah, I've seen these. So you add this to your soda? You add that to your soda? Oh. I've never done that before. It's really good. It tastes good. The coffee creamer. You can add it to your soda. Is it the purple one specifically? Hold on. Are they different? Yeah, no, it's the purple one specifically. Okay. There's like different flavors. There's like a caramel one. French vanilla one. Ooh, coconut. There's different ones. Oh man, when I used to work in produce, I would get a coconut. I'd run back to the back with my coconut, right? I take it. We had like the hard concrete floors. when I'm like about to dispose of a coconut, like you have to dispose of it. I would take it and chuck it against the hard floor. Pick it up. And then I open it from there. And enjoy some nice coconut. I would run back with my coconut and throw it against the concrete floor. And after that, you take it over, and then you can like take it to the like little table thing, and you can scoop the stuff out. It was always so good. It was always so good. Oh, I love coconut. I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat it like completely fresh like that, but I used to. Oh, what? You do? No! Oh, coconut's so good though. You just take it, you smash it. That's the fun part. You get to have fun with it. And then, eat it. You just chisel a bit of it out and... It's good. Good quality stuff there. Trying to think about how to word. I'm always thinking about how to word. How do I word? What's the word? How do I words? Words. Word. Yo. Word. Wait, are you allergic to coconut? Do you not like Almond Joys? I'd assume you wouldn't if you don't like coconut. You probably don't like Almond Joys. They're alright though. I like them. When I was a kid, I thought I hated coconut. Yeah, I remember because I used to hate like the texture, and I also remember I used to not like do you know those like little bitty like pastries? They're like little buns, and they have coconut flakes on the outside. I used to hate those. when I was a kid. I bet now I probably like them. It's the texture. Oh. Yeah. For me, it's beans. I can't stand their texture. I hate like baked beans or the sweet, especially the sweet beans. Sweet beans are gross. I think being honest, I would rather starve to death. I would rather starve to death. I put that to the test. I did. And my mama cat was like, "Oh, you're not gonna eat these?" And I was like, "No. Nope, I'm not eating them." And she was like, okay, well, this is the only thing you're gonna get to eat. So, she would wrap it up. She wrapped it up, put it in the fridge, saved it for the next day, gave it to me the next day. I was like, well, I'm not eating today either. She wrapped it up, put it back in the fridge. The next day, I was like, I'm not eating it either. She's like, you're gonna die. I just refused to eat all of those days because she was just like, well, you're gonna eat these. You're gonna eat these beans. I don't care. You're not wasting food. And I'm like, I already told you beforehand I hate beans. Okay? It's not my fault. You keep trying to get me to eat these beans. I'd rather die. Hello! Hi, Wash Bear! How you doing? How you been? I know you. This is why Cassie and me will never be true friends. She hates my people's food. No, I just don't like beans. I don't like beans. I like green beans. I like green beans. I hate the texture of swallowing beans. You know what? Actually, if they're in like a burrito, I will give them a pass, but not sweet beans. Like if they're like baked sweet beans, if they're sweet at all, I'm not touching them. I'm not going anywhere near them. I do not do sweet beans. I know. Yeah, I'll have them in a burrito. Bean coconut. Nothing like chaotic persistence of a child able to starve. Yeah, I was willing. I was like, I refused. I refused to eat them. Anytime I said I was hungry, Mama Cat would break out the bowl of beans and I was like, no, okay. No, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not hungry anymore. Sweetened beans need to be homemade, otherwise it's just bad. We had the canned. We were poor, so we had canned beans. I think Mama Cat, I think she put like little sausages in them, but she might not have. And I might have like scraped the like flavoring off of the sausages. But also it might have just been a bowl of beans, because that's just what we had. I can't remember. But yeah, she really wanted me to eat that. I just could not. I could not. Sausage scraper. I think they were, if I'm being completely honest, they were probably hot dogs. Like your model kind of looks smug and I love it. My model looks smug. She looks smug. Wait, hold on. I got something for you. I got something for you. I could be smug. I could be smug. I got a smug face. Yes, I do. I could be weirded out though, too. Oh. Hello. Hello. Okay. I stopped making progress. Okay, hold on. When the stand shows up in chat. The little Kimi. The Kimi. Oh, the cute Kimi. She's so adorable. Kimi's adorable. The wholesome bean. I have seen... I was trying to think about, like, wholesome. I guess Michi's the closest to wholesome. I'm too unstable to be counted as wholesome for, like, a long period of time. I'm too unstable. I could be wholesome for a little bit, probably, but you never know when that's gonna fail. You never know when that's gonna fail. It's kind of without warnings, you know. What am I doing? I'm working on I'm filling in a couple of things that I needed to add to this cast sheet that I have for a story that I was working on, because I wanted to use this as like a kind of like a template for another character sheet. Yeah. And I'm having trouble with my wordings on things. I'm just like trying to think about how I want to explain these things, because I realized I didn't put this place down or this place down, and I still needed to add this character in. My brain's gonna explode because I realized there was another character as well that I didn't add in that is also there. I wanna die. I'm gonna die, you guys. I'm gonna die like a horrible... No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna die a very peaceful death, because my world isn't wanting of a peaceful death. I'm gonna... So, this is one of the other characters as well. Wait, oh no, I spelled that wrong. There we go. Dyslexia! Cool! Like a story, light novel, or D&D stuff? Oh, the stories. Lots of stories. Lots of stories. I would like to make like a manga one day. That would be fun. I think I would find that very fun. Or like could do like an audio thingy. Nah, no, I'd rather do manga. I'd rather do a manga or an anime. Yeah. I would rather my stories become like a manga or an anime. I don't really think I'd want them on like as a TV show. Like a live... I don't want a live action. I don't want a live action. Don't make me... No. No, I already have a picture of all the characters in my head. Okay? Don't make me have to see them in human form. Although, do I picture them in human form is the thing. I picture them like somewhere between anime and human. But not 3D. Not like a 3D... Well, kind of. It's hard to explain when you're picturing a character, I guess. You can explain like details and stuff, but it's weird. It's weird because I picture everything like a movie, right? That's why I have multiple docs. Okay, so for this newer story that I'm working on, I have like a main doc that I'm going to be working on, right? And then I have a rough draft doc, and the rough draft doc is going to be like, let me explain. So like if I'm writing like scenes, let me make this bigger too, that way you guys aren't being blinded. If I'm like writing scenes, right, I'll write like character name or name, right? What happens in that scene and what do they say? And then down. Other character name. What happens in that scene? What do they say? You know? And then my job on the main doc is to turn that into like written. Like turn it more into story writing. I feel like I got stuck in your brain and it's like a carousel, it's everywhere. I have developed a world. I have created a world. I live in my own little universe, yes. This is one of them. I like this one. I like this story, but it's a slower paced story compared to some of my other ones that I was working on. So it's getting there. It's getting to the stuff, you know. But it takes, I guess, it kind of takes 9 pages to really start to get going, which is, I worry for people's attention span. I worry for people's attention span. Yes. But so like this kind of format is the end goal for writing, because this is the best for me so far. I think it's the cleanest that I've been able to do. But yeah, that's kind of like the process. TLDR. TLD. I'm trying to think about what that's actually called. What that actually is. It's like too much read later or something, but not in that order. TLDR. Too long, didn't read. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot what that one was. I'm not with it. I'm old. I'm old. Yeah. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was working on this. I was working on filling in this. Okay, so for this character. This one, I know more about him, so it's easier. So how did I do Blair's? Okay. Don't mind my typing, I'm bad. This is the bad agency, by the way. Ew. Ew. We go, ew. I say I hate kids, and I'm like, everyone look at this agency. What do? We say, ew. The bad one. Yeah, we boo them. How long have you been writing books? That's a deep question. That's a deep question you got there. I think my first story, my first like big story, I guess. Like if you, it depends, okay? Do you want like long, or do you want like short stories, or because my first like long story, I guess, was, I think it was 4th grade, my first long story, and that one turned into that was my first long story. That one was like 50 pages, 50 something pages. As a little bab, I guess. Before that, just forever. As soon as I was able to. Because whenever I would, when I go outside play, I was very, very imaginative. You know, me and my friends, we would go outside and play. We would like build our characters, you know? We would be like, we're this, we have these skills, we look like this, our names are this, our families are this. We would go in depth, like break down our characters and explain it to each other, and then we would just play. We would just play as the character. So then as soon as I was able to turn that into like writing instead of just playtime, I've just been writing. So, I did take a long break though, I will say. I did take a long break. And then recently I got like super into it again. I can't stop myself. I can't stop myself. So that's why some of the reason why I haven't streamed as much is because I've been just wanting to just write. Because when I am writing, I just become part of that world in my head for a little while, and it's fun. If that makes sense. Kind of like daydreaming. I get very immersed. I get very immersed. So like this story here, it's coming closer to an end, and I'm like grieving. I'm grieving. I'm grieving it. I know. And it's not even gonna be, I know how it ends. It's not even gonna be a sad ending. It's not even going to be a sad ending. Okay? And I'm grieving. We have a story that's been going 2 years. Yeah, it's really hard to end a story once you get so invested in it. You get so invested in it and the characters and the world and everything that happens, and you're like, oh yeah, at any time I can just return to this little pocket, you know, and it's nice and comfy. And then you're like, but I have to end it eventually. And you're just like, I don't want to. I don't want to. So yeah, that's my problem. That's my problem when it comes to writing. Made myself cry legitimately when characters. Yes! Yes! Okay, so there was this one part where. Okay. Let me explain. Okay, so we got our like main character Milo, right? Okay. He ends up going to stay. He stays at Facility 9 for a little while, right? He didn't choose to stay. He just kind of like he woke up there because so there was a big fight, right? He got involved. His powers got like locked on and stuff. So he was like very unstable. So it was like forcing output and draining him of energy and stuff. So he ends up getting captured by Facility 9 and their team because he crosses territory lines, and which means they have like they have jurisdiction to catch him. So he wakes up there, right? And he has to stay there and be healed and stuff. And the entire time, they're just like, oh yeah, you can leave. You can leave once you're better. Yeah, your team, which is these guys, your team's gonna come and get you once you're better, once you're feeling better, Okay, I'm trying to shorten this though, so I can get to the part where I was like, I was so sad. Okay, so he kind of decides to play along with it, and he's like, okay, fine, right? And then eventually he gets to a point where he just gets annoyed, and he breaks out of Facility 9, and so the team has to go and catch him, but this character, Julie, she has like a normal like the stereotypical teleportation ability. Okay, and they're chasing after our main character, and he has an ability called it's called Mimic Drive. He can take an ability, he can use it. Sometimes it's a little slightly off, but he can use it. So whilst they were chasing him, he was like, okay, well, I need an ability that can get me out of here quickly, so that way they can't catch me. I can get away. He only gets like the just little description. He never gets like the full detail of the ability completely, okay? But he sees Julie's ability, he's like, oh yeah, cool, this'll work. He took it and used it. So that means his body just got ripped apart and then smushed right back together. And I was like, ah! And so luckily, okay, proxies aren't human, so they heal better, but he escaped, and when he escaped, he landed in his hometown village. And he was like like throwing up blood because some things just didn't come back quite perfect, And he was just like, oh, I'm tired. And he goes and he like lays in the field. He was like, oh yeah, I used, this field's always been nice, I used to take naps here. It's so quiet and peaceful, and that kind of stuff. I started crying because he was just like, sorry guys, talking about Division 4. He's like, well, I guess, I'm sorry I didn't make it back to you. And I was just bawling. I was just like, why? No, you cannot die. You cannot die. I was crying. I was big depresso crying, okay? I was but he does end up getting saved. And this team, they show up first. They find him because they were lingering around. They were like trying to find a way to get into Facility 9. And the village isn't that far away from where Facility 9 is. So that's kind of partially why he kind of teleported there. So they were lingering by, keeping an eye on things, and waiting and hoping that they could figure out a way in. And then the Facility 9 team showed up, and luckily Alice is like, she's the best. She's best girl. She's the best girl. No one can fight me. Alice is best girl. And she's like their medical, and she was able to save him. But they like argued for a little bit over him because they were like, well, we'll take him back to East Agency, we'll get help there. And they're like, no, East Agency's too far. It's like 3 hours. You have to go back to here. Momentary truce. Let's take him back and keep him from dying. And that's what they did. Took him back and kept him from dying. Then there was another scene. Oh my gosh. Okay. So a little bit more explanation. I cried on this one too, but so basically time passes, right? A lot of things happen. he finds out that his mom is still alive, and he finds out that he was raised by people that weren't really his parents. Okay, they weren't really his parents. He was a part of this big experiment thing, and they raised him more like a weapon than a person. He wasn't treated right. He deserves that title. He deserves that title. Okay. But he was treated more like a weapon, you know, not really a person. He had like a very strict upbringing and very not good parents to, you know, try and, you know, yeah. But then at some point they find his mom. They find his mom, and she comes in, she's like meeting him and stuff and talking to him about things and stuff. And he was talking about like, she was talking about the abilities that his dad also had and stuff, and she was like, oh yeah, well he also had Tracer. She was talking about it like it was a happy thing. And his whole life he was taught that like this stuff was like bad. So like he just starts sort of in a way like mourning the life that he probably like he technically should have had. He just starts to cry a little bit, and I was like, oh, I'm losing it. Oh, I'm losing it. I cannot with that one. I started to cry. Oh gosh. But yeah. Yeah. I cry whenever things happen that's bad. I have a problem. I also, yeah, I have the problem of making bad characters good characters. I can't help it. I can't help it. I want to help them all. I want to help them all. That's why everybody is just sort of morally gray. Everyone is just sort of morally gray. Okay. I hear noise. Like real life? I started season 3 of Record of Ragnarok, and it made me cry. Oh, that's an anime, isn't it? Copy that. Copy. New tab. Heist. It's an anime, right? It is! I haven't seen this one yet. I've seen like little bits and pieces of like the art. I thought the art looks cool. Yeah, it looked cool. It's on Netflix, it's good. Oh, I don't have Netflix. I have Crunchyroll, and I have other ways. Yes, I have Crunchyroll, and I have other ways. I forget exactly which framing I use for explaining his job at East Agency. Straight to jail. Straight to jail! Maybe that's why Brother Cat went to prison. You watch too much anime on another source. Straight to jail. Actually, why did it escalate to prison? I don't know. But he went to prison. I'm trying to think about it. My family be wild. Okay, let's see. No. It's a hinder. It's a title. Wait, did I put the title in Ollie's? Let's see. Let's see what I put for Ollie's, because it's kind of what Ollie is as well. I made him seem evil in this description, didn't I? Ollie's my favorite. He's the best character. I can't help it. He's great. He's horrible just to be horrible sometimes, you know? Sometimes you need that. You need that for the story to progress, yeah? No, I didn't put that down for him. That is technically what he is. I've only been to jail, no prison. You've only been to jail? I swear I've been arrested once, but... I don't remember what was going on. So I might not have been arrested once, but I swear I have vague memories of being handcuffed and put in a car, in a police car, when I was younger. Not like super young, but just younger. But I don't remember what. I don't think there's any record, so I don't think there's any record of me being arrested. So I don't think it was like a serious thing, whatever it was. I think. I lived a wild life. I lived a wild life. I might not have, okay? I might not have at all, but I just, for some reason, like when I'm watching the videos, right? When I'm watching the videos online of people getting handcuffed, it's like, I remember exactly how that feels to be handcuffed. When they're like, it hurts, I'm like, yeah, it hurts. It always does. Even when they try to make him, like, you put him on gently, they still hurt. They're one of those things you think, oh yeah, well, I could just wiggle around. Maybe, you know what? Maybe my school invited a police officer in to do some sort of presentation or something. And I got handcuffed then. That feels likely. It feels possible. Like a mock arrest. I didn't get cuffs in front of me. Cop yelled at me for it. Yeah. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to keep them behind your back. That's why they put them there in the first place. If they wanted them in front of you, they would cuff you in the front. You broke out of them before? Me and my friends used to do this thing. We were like, oh, yeah, okay, so when we get older, we need to be ready, right? So we would take turns tying each other to a pole. We would take turns tying each other to a pole. and we would stand there and we would wait, you know, and see, you know, just to see if we can get, you know, get ourselves untied. I was pretty good at it, yeah. I was pretty good at making sure that I could get untied. We tried all kinds of different ties and stuff. I was always able to, you know, get myself free. When there's a will, there's a way. If you can wiggle, there's always a way. If you can wiggle, there's a way. When we're older, we need to be ready. We were preparing for if there's like, for if there's like a bad actor, you know? We were preparing, okay? Me and her both wanted to grow up and we wanted to be like secret spies, you know, secret agents. So we were like, well, we need to be ready for these kinds of situations, yeah? We need to be ready for these situations. So we would go out and tie each other up. And we had like we would stand there and wait just in case, you know? We never like left each other or anything like that. And it was like if you can get untied, great. If you can't, okay, cool. Let me know when you're ready to give up for that. And then then it's like, so one person can't do it, right? So then we would swap out and then the other person would try the same tying method thing and see if you can get out. And then that other person would learn, you know, the other friend would learn as you're breaking free how to get out of it. And vice versa. And vice versa. Because we were creative, we all figured out a way. My wiggle effect always worked. If you can wiggle, there's a way. If you can't wiggle, I'm afraid you might be screwed. If they tie you at like your joints, you might be screwed. Nope. Did he want to be on my lap? Yeah, I feel like, yeah, if you're tied at your joints, you probably are done. You're gonna be stuck. I don't think you're going anywhere. Unless you've got like shins of steel. Do you remember the video of the guy that was like, I'm gonna go outside every single day. I'm gonna kick this tree till I get shins of steel. So he's out there kicking and like, it's just so gruesome looking. Cause he's like, his pants, there's like, you can tell that he's kicked way more than he should have. He's kicked way more than he should have. I guess. No. Like, I think even at that rate, if you, like, tried to grow shins of steel, right? I feel like the skin would be strong, yes, but you would move and just there would go the bone. I guess, though, if you got the bone out, hear me out now. If you get the bone out, maybe then you could use the bone to like cut your way out of the rope. If you can't, and then you can maybe even use it as like a weapon. You can like knee them really hard, and like the shin bone, the cracked shin bone might work. Then you really have weapons. You won't be able to walk, but maybe you can attack. You can crawl at them. You can crawl at them fast enough. Find a way to climb up above them. Find a way to crawl up above them, and then just like drop down at them with your shins out. You just drop down at them with your shins out. Take him out that way with your bones. Sorry. If you can wiggle, there's a way. Hi, Jellybean. Hello. Oh, I'm fine. I spar a lot. MMA rules. Ooh. I never done boxing. I think it's because I just don't want to be hit in the head. You know? I already get hit in the head enough during streams. I just don't want to be hit in the head anymore. You know, I'm already dyslexic. Okay? I'm already dyslexic. What else? I've already got a lot of other problems. Maybe ADHD. I don't know. I don't really think I'm an ADHD person. I don't think I am. I was never diagnosed with it. They checked my brothers though. They both had it. But I don't think I had it. Ah! A tomato! I got tomatoed. Ah, my face. My head. The head trauma. I remember one time when you guys were like at height of beating me up every single stream. I remember I got a helmet. I came on stream with a helmet. Gotta protect what's left of this, you know? I don't have much available anymore, you know? I gotta protect what's left of this. Okay. I'm gonna look at some of the other ones. This. Not silver. Silver's doesn't work. Quinn's also kind of doesn't work. Lila, okay. No, that's not fair. The Belle's a fine one to use. Oh yeah, there's more to Mel too now that I should update. Because you know, like you introduce characters and then as the story progresses you learn more about the character. This was a lot of the time, like a lot of this I wrote was a lot during character introduction time. I need to drink. Read us a story, Cassie. You want me to read you a story? I've done that before. I read you guys Dr. Seuss before. Hey Danny, do you want to do another Dr. Seuss reading stream? Do you remember when I read Dr. Seuss? I think I read you one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I managed to get it. A document for it, I think. I forget exactly how I did that. But it was there. I did it. That'd actually be cool. Read us some random book. Deep. Long ago. Yeah, it was. It was a long time ago. It was like 2022, I think. bringing up reading tests again. Reading tests? We did reading tests? I'm not that good at reading out loud. I'm trying. I'm trying to get better. I'm yawning. I'm sorry. I need to drink more coffee. I gotta make another cup. I need to make another cup of coffee. For your head, help you get up and out of bed. Don't stay awake for too long. Something like that. I don't know. I think that song's actually a depressing song. I never paid attention to the lyrics close enough, but I think it actually is a depressing song. And I've been wrong about that. Wait, okay. I was looking at... Darn it. Someone that reads all the time, but struggles reading out loud. Yeah! Well, yeah, that's like me. I read all the time. I do lots of reading and lots of writing. I also read a lot of I read regular book like stuff, and then I read a lot of manga, and then I read well, like when I'm working on this stuff. But I can't read out loud. I suck at it. I suck at it. It's like there's like a wall that sets in between my eyes and my screen, right? And when I'm reading out loud, it's like it gets thicker. And I kind of disconnect from what I'm reading too, because I'm not as immersed. Only read when I'm researching something, or manga and subtitles. Oh yeah, I do too. I love researching things. I like researching things. I like learning a bunch of new stuff. So like, a lot of the times too, whenever I'm doing writing stuff, I'll like have like a tab open and I'll be like, how does this work? How does that work? Although I look up a lot of different like medicines and stuff because I'm weird. I'm interested in that. I'm weird. Ads, no! Don't worry, I'll still be here doing the same exact thing when you get out, unless you got some ad block. And then you just slap that bad boy up there and block them ads. You back? Yay! Welcome back. Welcome back. I only read when I'm researching something. I already read that. Welcome back. You have a hair. I can use this one. Okay. Wait, when do I list? Oh, I got this like this. Okay. Yeah. Facility 9 keeps their abilities kind of locked down. They don't really show people or tell people what their abilities are. Because in order... Okay. So, imagine... Right. So, the thing is with proxies, which is their character types. They have, like, a power ability that will power up regular ability users. And then they have 3 of their own abilities, right? So, they kind of keep... In order for Ollie and Ascension to keep proxies under control at Facility 9, they mute the abilities. Because if they were all running around able to use their abilities, that would be really hard to keep people inside, I think. Especially when you have, like... We got, like, Milo, he shows up. He has Tracer. Even if it's a maze-like place, he would be able to find the exit. He would be able to find exits. He would be able to find the way out. Also his are kind of like a little bit not safe. They're not really safe. The human division never really sets foot inside there though, because Claire's like, I'm not going in there. You can't pay me to go in there. I'm not going in there. I know when the door's still shut, you're stuck in there. Yes, you cassied me. What would my powers be? Oh. I'm thinking. Would I be a proxy or would I just be a regular ability user? So it means would I have like 3 abilities plus the proxy ability, or would I just have 1? I'm trying to think on that. If I was plopped in... Well, okay, first off, if I was plopped in this world, I probably wouldn't live. Survive... Well, actually, never mind. My luck would save me, I think. Just because I am a lucky person. I think I might live. I've probably live. Survivability. I have a high survivability. Okay, so let me think. Let's go to 3. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be harder. You're gonna have to tell me yours too. Not me looking for like ideas, even though these are all no. It's not very helpful. Are we going with like what would be you wish you were lucky? Luck comes in weird ways, okay? Luck isn't like just a straight line. Like, oh, I scratch off this scratch card and I win. Woohoo. No, it's very much different. I'll say it's very much different. For me, my luck is we're gonna push you all the way to that edge. Right there. And then we're gonna save you. We're just gonna take you as close as we can to death, and then, wow, magically you're alive! Oh! That's how mine's been. Probably something luck-based though, yeah. That's one. If we're gonna go like based off of me, not based off of abilities I'd want, probably something luck-based. What else? Maybe something that leaned into my dyslexia more. Like maybe I can see things. I can see things in 3D better. Like take any thing and flip it all around and stuff. Not really helpful, but you know, I'm trying to go based off of me. And then the third one. I have to think of the third one. Kind of like the girl from Fairy Tail. Are you talking about You say the girl from Fairy Tail and I immediately think Lucy, but that's not right. That's just the main girl from Fairy Tail as far as I know. I remember there was her, and then there was like a white-haired girl. I think that's the only girls I remember though. From Fairy Tail. Yeah. What would the third one be? Luck. 3D vision of some kind. And then a third. Maybe something with like direction. When I'm going places and stuff, I tend to not get lost. I'm really good at remembering how to get back to where I was. Like if someone takes me somewhere once, I can remember how to get back there. Maybe that. I don't know. Now, you wait. The kitty cat wants out. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna let her out. The only other thing I can think of is maybe tying in, like, anxiety, but I don't know how to turn anxiety into, like, something that's... something that could be used for good, yeah? Oh, hi, hello! Doing your assignments? Okay, you have a good time. Take good care of your assignments. Yeah, we're just chatting about abilities and stuff. Alright, you guys, I gave you mine. Your turn. Me neither. Yeah, I don't know how I would turn anxiety into something that wouldn't work. The person was talking about you? Oh! Oh! I didn't understand. Sorry, I thought you were saying you were doing your assignments. Sorry. No, I'm just doing some writing stuff. Nothing serious. Just some silly time. Just some silly time. What abilities would you have if you had 3? I just watched Jack of All Trades, Party of None. Oh? Wasn't bad. Jack of All Trades, Party of None. I'm gonna copy this. No. Let me select this. Skinny. Copy. Copy. Let me learn. Paste. Oh, what's this? Is it? Oh, this is an anime? Another anime! This is giving me SAO vibes, though. I'm getting SAO vibes from this. Not bad, it's just... Okay, so here's the thing with SAO back in the day. I actually liked it a long time ago, and then the fan base was like horrific. The fan base was for SAO was horrific, and I ran away. I hid away. I was like, no, I can't like this. It's horrific. And then season 2 happened, and I was like, oh. Awkward. Okay. Alright. Okay. After season 1 it gets slow paced. Yeah, season 1 was good. Season 1 was where it was at. And then season 2 was just like, oh. Season 3, part 1, I actually liked the Gun Gale Online stuff. I thought that was fun. I enjoyed that. And then I didn't enjoy that one girl, like, being like, oh, my world only exists in here, and I'm dying. I'm like, no, I don't want this. I can't with that. Okay. Never tire. Mind reading. Locate items with a certain radius. Oh. You want mind reading? Is it like selective, turn on and off mind reading, or are you just like stuck with all of the voices? I imagine after a bit you'd be screaming. If it was like stuck on. Yeah, on and off would be good. I don't need more voices in my head. You don't need any more. You've already got some crowding up the space. It's okay, we're all crazy here, it's fine. I forgot the name of the anime that the MC would transfer into his body. Or would transfer his body into other people for 5 seconds. Charlotte? Are you talking about Charlotte? Are you talking about Charlotte? My boy? You? You talking about are you talking? Oh, you. I'm gonna. Yes! Oh, I love that anime. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a new tab because I want to save this one that you told me about. But oh. I love that anime. I absolutely love that anime. It was by the same creators that made Angel Beats, which is just like, I get that. I understand. I understand. I get that. That makes sense. Oh, this anime. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It's really good. It fueled my soul back in the day. I needed this. Do you want, like, the full extent of the power? Since you've seen the show. I'm trying not to give spoilers, but would you want the full extent of the power, or would you want, like, just the normal? I'm trying not to give away any spoilers. I must eat now. Oh, good night. Night, Wash Bear. You get some sleep. Have a good eep. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. This anime is like my little home. My little home base is this anime. It's so cute. Oh gosh. Go watch Overlord. I keep starting it and not continuing it. Does it get like really good? Does it get really good? I've been told it does, but I keep starting it, and then I keep thinking, oh, well, that girl's just like fan service. And then I leave. Because I'm just not sure if I can commit. If I can commit to watching it. Sometimes I can get over the fan service, okay? Because I watched SAO, so clearly I can get over the fan service, but like... First 3 seasons are peak. Okay. Overlord. Okay. I think I have manga for that too. Well, my roommate does. they love that one. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Animal. Keep it on my tabs, that way I see it. I remember it. This is helpful for me. I dropped season 4 because it made no sense whatsoever. Yeah, longer running stories eventually I'll do. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. The longer the story is, usually things start to stop making sense if the writing isn't set in the beginning. So like if it isn't like, if they decide to change too much as the story goes on, then everything in the beginning it stops lining up. It just stops lining up, stops making sense. It's a problem. Like One Piece? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that slide was One Piece, you know? It was one frame being drug all the way down to the bottom of the hill. It was one PNG. Or not One Piece. Yeah, no. That's One Punch Man. Never mind. Sorry. That was One Punch Man. Sorry. Sorry. I never actually watched. Okay, P. I can't spell it. Hold on, let me look at how you spell it. I have trouble with that word. Dyslexia kills me when it comes to that word. Peace is a hated word. Good night, Mystery Pop. You get some sleep. Yeah, sorry about that. I never watched it because I couldn't get over like the I don't know, the art style bugged me. But it goes on forever. I heard it's like next to impossible to watch. I was pretty proud of myself. Back in like 2016, I set out on a mission to watch every episode of Bleach. So like after school, I would spend 10 hours a night watching Bleach. Every single night. I would sit there and I would watch as many episodes as I could every night. And I ended up finally, it took me 6 months, but I watched Bleach in all of the movies, and now there's that new season out, and I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished it yet. And that was before, because like I heard that there was like whole like guides with filler, you know what's filler or not. I didn't see that. So I watched every episode that was out at the time. I watched every episode. Yeah. 366 episodes, and there was like 4 movies, I think, at the time. It took 6 months. 6 months. Although, I did watch, recently. I did watch To Be Hero X. That took me 2 sessions. I watched it. And then I rewatched it with the casseroles. So I'll watch them, and I'll watch stuff in my Discord from time to time. And this one was like really good, so I was like, we have to watch this one together, you guys. Come watch it with me. I want to rewatch it. Although, I will say, watching every single person's backstory, there's still more characters that we haven't even seen yet. Every single person's backstory was killing me. was killing me by the time we got to episode like 20, and I was like, come on. Like, I'm dying. Please. 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 The animation was beautiful though. It was beautiful though. And all the characters are amazing. You know, you gotta lay down the work for the next season. So you gotta get through this for now, like the character backstory stuff for now, and then next season it should go in, right? They should be getting it, right? should be a really good time. But like I was invested in all the characters. It's just I wanted more to happen. And I was waiting. But the animation was like the animation, the writing all ties up nicely. It all makes sense. It all flows. You know, everything's good. I just felt a little drained, a little tired. And I think that was because I watched it twice, though. So. I watched it twice. I watched it 2 times. I wonder if so Link Click should have a new season coming up at the end of this year, I think. The kitty cat making noise, sorry. Wait. 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 Am I dumb? Wait. I thought it was supposed to be the end of... I thought it was supposed to be the end of... Wait. I thought it was supposed to be the end of the year. Wait. Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. You. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Link Click. Not the Bryden arc, because that's technically not actually the season 3. Is like the real season 3. I'm seeing things that say premiere is February 5th, which would mean that's in like two days. Is Link Click's season 3 episode 1 gonna be coming out in 2 days? I'm gonna lose my mind, I swear. I was expecting end of the year. Is it 2 days? Link, spell it? Like the name? Nah. Not Bryden arc, but not the Bryden arc, but the actual season 3. Not the filling you in. There was like it's just an arc in between. Season 3? Lose my mind. Can we watch the trailer? Can we watch the trailer together, or is that like, will I get in trouble with like Billy in YouTube? Is that okay? I don't know what's okay. I don't do, because like okay, I've seen it, but like if it's in like 3 days, I want a refresher. If it's in 3 days, I want a refresher. Or 2 days. Actually, yeah, 2 days. Sorry. February 5th. That's wild to me. You don't understand. I'm having a moment here. Okay? You think it's okay? Yeah? What's that thing that people use on their screen to make it like... That's like a filter people use when they like show stuff on their screen. This would be the only time I ever do something like this. Do you think they'll freak out? Do you think YouTube and Bilibili will freak out? Is there captions for this? There's no closed captions. Oh, you just have to guess what they're saying. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. Will I get stream sniped? I don't know. I'm playing a dangerous game. I'm playing a very dangerous game. You ready? You ready to play a dangerous game with me? Will I? Do you think I will? Do you think I will? Do you think I'll get in trouble? Do you think it'll be okay? It's a trailer. I mean, it's a trailer. So, like that should be reason for all right, right? I think this is the audio is gonna work. No. It's gonna be this one. Yeah, it'll be alright. Okay. There's no subtitles, I don't think, so I'm sorry about that. Let me turn it down some. So in a few days, we're supposed to have this. And I...
为什么你好像什么都忘了？
Oh, I should move myself.
忘了我们的约定。程小石，等你好久了。啊？我们认识吗？忘了我。
你听说过蝴蝶效应吗？一只蝴蝶拍动翅膀，可能引发毁天灭地的飓风。
I'm excited for this. I'm not gonna
而那
lie.
些自诩聪明的人，
I'm so excited
总
for
以为
this.
只要控制好煽动羽翼的时机，就能将命运掌握
There's
在
a
手。
younger Lu Wang.
可是，他们所认为的时机，
He's coming back.
难道就真的是引爆变革的起点吗？
It said October, but on Google it said February 3rd or February 5th. Sorry about my recommendations. Let me come back over here. Google Doc. I'm excited. Insane animation. Yeah, it's the same studio that did To Be Hero X and same creator as well. Same studio, same creator. Probably different funding, but same studio, same creator. Okay, so yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's what Google says. I thought it was gonna be the end of the year, but Google says premiere is on February 5th, 2026. Google could be wrong. I didn't check any other sources. They're scheduled to premiere 2026. This says October. Was it AI say that? No. It's like an episode guide. I don't have the it's hard to explain without showing you. How do I show you safely? Snip. Snipping tool. Search. We can do like we'll just cut that stuff out just in case. Okay, save. Desktop. That's what I call every document that I have. It's called or every image. It's like, can you send me an image file? Yeah, I got you. See? Make it bigger. You watching Blue Exorcist? Oh, but I don't like the newer seasons because I don't like the newer animation for it. I'm a snob. I don't like the newer animation for Blue Exorcist. I like the first season of Blue Exorcist. The second season was okay. And then I never watched it. Well, okay, the movie was good too.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. How are you? You see though? You see why I'm confused? Google says that episode is going to premiere February 5th, 2026. Where did they get this information from? I don't know. That's why I'm confused. Trusting Google. I'm hoping. I'm actually hoping Google is correct. Even so, premiere would mean in China. How do we make this happen? How do we make this happen? How do we make this happen? I don't know if I'll be able to handle knowing that it's out somewhere else and I'm not allowed to have it. It just says premiere. It doesn't really say anything else. I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna not hold out hope. I'm gonna not hold out hope. But that animation though. Good stuff. That animation though is good stuff. Oh, I wanna watch it. I want that new season. I want it. I never got around to the other story. I guess these are all already placeholders. Well, no. Hold on. No, I wrote something for Central. I wrote this very small thing for Central. And Pat. Not that. There we are. Head pats. I'm getting a head pats. How would I describe them? I don't really know them too well yet. You know what? I think this is fine. This is good enough reference, I think, for the other thing. So that means the way I can see. Do that. You know what? Do we even need that? Because the other one looks just fine without something like that. This looks like nice, I think, in my opinion. In my opinion, this looks good, okay? Don't be mean to me. How long is an average stream? Sorry, I'm new. Depends on what I'm doing. It varies. It varies. 8 to 10 hours? Oh, I hear people. Hold on, let me mute. I think it's safe again. Okay. We're gonna do something else after playing, or something else after this, playing a game, or just writing. Just writing stuff. I haven't even gotten to trying to even do the new story. I'm trying to decide if I want to continue or if I actually want to stop here for the day, though. I'm in the middle of continuing. Yeah, Danny's right, though. Usually like 1 to 4 hours. I used to do really long streams, and then I lost the stamina to do that. I don't have the strength. The strength to do it. Unless I'm playing Minecraft. I can easily eat up like 4 hours playing Minecraft and not even realize I've been playing for 4 hours. Because things happen and I get distracted. Hi. We're gonna come over here. Because I actually think I am tired. I did wake up though, not that long ago. So I'm not like sleepy tired. I'm like... I'm tired of moving. Oh, I'm tired of talking tired. That kind of tired. But... that link click stuff is real. I'm gonna be so... I'm so excited for that if it's real. If it's real, yes. Okay, great, amazing. I'm losing my mind over that. I'm going to start pulling things around so that way I can figure out who will be reading. I'm not talking right now. See, you can tell I'm tired. Let's see. I want to see everybody is live. Everyone. I don't think anyone else is. Okay, yeah. So out of my live people. We've Rina. She's streaming. Tara's playing Hytale. I looked that up because I thought it was like a Minecraft with mods, but it's not Minecraft with mods. It's something else. It's popular right now. I'd never heard of it. is streaming. Siegfried is streaming. Genshin. Sharik. Let's see. Legs are numb. Your legs went numb? No. Shake them. You gotta shake them. I'm getting stuck because it's darker in here. Shake them. I got dizzy from that. All I did was shake my head and now I'm dizzy. Oh no. You shake your legs. Let's see. Okay, do you guys want a retro game or do you want Hytale? You want a retro game or some Hytale? Let's see. We have an art too. Someone doing art as well. We have Mousy the Mute. They're playing Neo. We have a lot of options tonight. We could raid anybody at this moment. I think I'm gonna actually send you guys. I think I might send you guys to Siegfried. Send down for either. Oh wait, okay, so maybe I'll send you guys to Rina actually. I'll send you guys to some retro gaming. She's chill. You'll like her. She's got like a soft voice. She's mostly chill. Most of the time chill, as long as things are going her way, you know? Every now and then, like, she slips and she becomes less chill and starts freaking out, and it's funny. Let's go. I'll get you guys set up. You guys can say Cassie Raid or whatever you want. Just make sure it's appropriate. Don't send them anything inappropriate. I will boil you if you do. You'll be in trouble. I'll hunt you down and I will throw you in a pot and I will boil you. Okay, you ready? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.